Hello and welcome back to the Babenbergs. So, we have a lot of things I want to do this episode, but we're going to start with our accolade that we've had sitting here for a while, available for us to create, but never actually created. So, I'd like to make an accolade, but I have some conditions for this accolade. I want it to be one where we can easily have a replacement. One of the main problems I have with accolades is that you're constantly trying to find replacements for the people who are currently your acclaimed knights. And the problem is, some of these accolades have very specific requirements for each position. Like, for instance, if you have somebody who I think has the Reeve one, Reeve, I think, requires you to have 15 stewardship on your knight, which isn't too bad, except that they also then have to still have the relevant amount of prowess, which I think is above 8, at which point your number of people who qualify for that position goes down significantly, and you get yourself into a kind of problem where you can never actually put anyone in these positions. Now, there is a way of fixing that, in that you can seek a worthy successor, and if you seek a worthy successor, it will generate you somebody who matches. But a lot of the time, even if it generates you somebody, you're still going to run into issues because the person that it generated can then fall outside the requirements. So let's say it generates you somebody with 15 stewardship and 8 prowess. Their prowess could drop due to being injured, and suddenly they're no longer eligible to be your acclaimed knight, which is a problem. So, just want to keep that in mind while we're looking at doing this. So, let's have a look. Have I got any knights in particular? Guntbert comes up a lot, right? Like, Guntbert comes up a lot. I'm just trying to think of knights I want to be my acclaimed knight. Obviously, having a better one is probably better, but I am kind of like, Guntbert's been around for a while. This is the correct Guntbert, right? Courtiers sort by prowess. That's probably the easiest way, and then we go down until we find Guntbert. Oh yeah, we currently have his wife in prison. Yeah. You know what? Maybe Guntbert, maybe you haven't earned your position. I could make Otto, my grandson and heir, an acclaimed knight, but I don't want to do that. Could make my best friend Heinrich an acclaimed knight. He currently doesn't serve as a knight, but we could make him one. You know what? I mean, I'm kind of tempted by that. The other option is we just choose whoever is best. But you know what? Heinrich, you are now a knight, and you are now my acclaimed knight, although we haven't chosen the position that you're going to have yet. Or, like, we haven't chosen you what attributes you're going to have yet. So he has Mentor. So Mentor, at first rank, increases the number of knights that you can have. And then what this does is the first primary accolade attribute. This is on the on the first, third, and fifth level. It gives you bonuses, and then your secondary accolade attribute on the second, fourth, and sixth level, it gives you bonuses. Now, the other difference between these is that the primary accolade attribute is locked in stone, right? It will always be the primary accolade attribute. The secondary one can change. I believe that if the person who is the successor is eligible for the secondary accolade attribute, they will be brought in, and it will keep the attribute. If they're not, it will just take one of theirs. Like, it will take something they are eligible for and make it the secondary accolade attribute. So we kind of care more about the first one, because one, we're going to get it at the first level, which means that we're going to get it immediately, and then two, the second one could change, and it isn't as important, and they don't have to match. So, Mentor. It gives you number of knights. At third level, will give you learning, plus, yeah, and this isn't accumulative, I should say. This is as a whole. So at the final rank, it will give you only this. It's not going to give you this plus the knight that you get from rank 1. So you get a knight. At rank 3, the trained commander's counselor task occasionally increases a knight's Hastluder experience, so that's the stuff that you get from being in a tournament. And adolescents of your court gain additional prestige and prowess. That's kind of cool. And then the final rank is the same, except you get more learning and knights. Okay. Although that says significant extra. Is that different? Yes, it is. Okay, so you get even more stuff in this bit. Awesome. What's Huntsmaster? So, first of all, Venator, which is Hunter. That is the first path of Hunter. You get 15% experience gain. You and your primary heir may gain the Hunter trait every few years. Which I guess is quite useful, especially if you can get it before you go on a hunt. You can then start getting experience immediately. Rank 3, you get more experience. Okay, and it's every few years again. Reduces hunt peril. Quite nice. And then it's level 6. You and your primary heir may gain the Hunter trait every few years, significantly reduce peril, and even more experience gain. I kind of like this as well. It's fitting into all the hunts we're doing. What are the other options? So other options are Master of Revels. So this means that this is effectively the same as the Hunter one, but it gets you Eager Reveler experience. You and your primary heir may gain the Eager Reveler trait. Feast and Grand Wedding, guest acceptance goes up, and significant prestige. And I assume that level 3 is, yeah, like minor prestige from Knight's Victory in battle. Scoundrel. So first level reduces the cost of mercenaries. Third level gives you martial per stress and gives you even more reduced cost. And then level 6, huge amount of martial per stress level, and then even more reduced cost. I'm not that interested. And then Outrider increases the max size of light cavalry regiments. That's not used like this. None of this is interesting to me now. Like later, come to me. This stuff is incredible for us, especially the army movement speed. Right now, army movement speed's kind of interesting to me, but the rest of it does not matter at all. And this is just showing you an example of the what's it called, men-at-arms that you could apply it to. Okay, so I kind of feel like I want Huntsmaster as our main one. And then I actually think I want to go maybe Huntsmaster, Master of Revels. Yeah, let's do that. Now, the problem is, now what I want to do is a little awkward. So I'm going to go Huntsmaster, Master of Revels, but I want to come out of this screen entirely, which means we're going to have to redo that. And you then go to the encyclopedia. And you have to click on this bit, because if you just search from anywhere else, it's only going to search the current page you're on, at least for that one. And then we want to look for Master of Revels. There we go. So, the requirement for this one is you have a prowess of 8 or above, and they have the trait Eager Reveler. Okay. And then Huntsmaster, I assume, is you have the trait Hunter. Culture does not have the vegetarians tradition. That must be one of the Indian cultures that has that. Okay. Well, that's cool. Yeah, so I think this is absolutely fine. This is easy to apply. Effectively, you need a hunter that has 8 prowess or more, and the hunter trait gives you 1 prowess. So that should be pretty much every hunter. So, perfect. Let's do it. And there's a good chance if we hold Feast that they'll be able to fulfill the secondary requirement as well. Right. Heinrich. We're going for Huntsmaster and Master of Revels. Perfect. And I'm going to test something here. Yeah, I'm just going to test something and we're going to change it anyway. Does this actually save anymore? Nope. Yep, still bugged. So you can put whatever you like at you name whatever you like, it will always be overridden. So that's fine. Okay, so we're going to rename it. So, trying to think of a good name. I guess we could do something with our count of dice. Yeah, it's something to do with Huntsmaster. I have no idea. I might just call it I have no idea. I'm trying to think. I might just call it the Dice Huntsmaster. Let's just do it like that. It's a little awkward. Somebody can probably come up with a better name. But that's what we're going to call it for now, because that'll remind me. Cool. And now we have this guy. He gives us Hunter trait experience, and you and your primary heir gain the Hunter trait every few years. If anyone can think of a better name, please give me one, because nothing was coming at the top of my head. Like I had no idea. Right. So, let's have a look at this one. Your granddaughter can marry. She's 9th in line. Okay. So this is Theodelinda. Now, Theodelinda, we have a problem with, because Theodelinda probably has to marry matrilineally. And that's because she is our spare, like, she is our heir once Otto takes charge, right? Like, once Otto is in charge, she's our heir. Because Otto does not have any children, and he won't have any for a while. So she will probably have to marry matrilineally just to somebody. Which is not ideal. She could marry this person who holds some land in Kempton. Okay, that's probably not something we need to do. She could marry Carling. There's many people she could marry. Let's filter this down a little bit. So let's say that we still want it to be within 10 years of herself. Okay. Still want them to be healthy. Wait. Okay, that did reduce that. For a second there, I thought that increased it. We're going to go for Catholicism. And obviously the reason why I was confused is because there's no reason why I would ever do that. That's all fine. We don't want them to be a ruler. We don't want them to be our dynasty for this one. Let's say it gains us prestige. We're down to 68. They have an inheritable trait. Okay, there's 2. So we have Garmon Mab Conan Renz, who is the brother of Duke Tanit of Brittany. And he is 2nd in line to Brittany, I think. Is that correct? He is. Oh. And then we have this person, who is the grandson of the King of Hungary. Okay. Brother to the current Duchess of Istria, which is somewhere there. Okay. And then also, I assume that you are... Oh, you're just somewhere in the Holy Roman Empire, so you're not part... Like, the land you hold isn't in Istria, interestingly. It's all the way up there. Weird collection of land they hold. Okay. I guess that's because you inherited that, but then, yeah, this must have, like, can't go underneath the same title thing as it... Or, so... They must have the thing where it can't be inherited out of the title. It's something to do with crown level. Crown authority. Can I have a look at the other crown authority levels? Yeah, I can. Let me see the thing I'm looking for here. There you go. Vassals' titles cannot be inherited by characters outside the realm. So what probably happened is this guy died first. He inherited that guy's title. When this duchy, or when whoever held this duchy died, it passed down to... It was going to pass down to him, but if he inherited it, he would lose his county, or his county would go along with the duchy, which would cause a vassal title to go outside the realm. As that can't happen, his brother inherited, and then his sister inherited. I don't know why his other brother didn't inherit. Maybe they're not in line for some reason, maybe different parents. Anyway, doesn't matter. That's what happened there. Well, I guess you could marry this guy. Yeah? I'm more tempted by him just because he's closer in age. Ideally, I'd like to avoid doing the matrilineal marriage altogether, but we'll do it because otherwise we might get a game over very quickly, and we don't really want that. So, there we go. Right, that's fine. Am I building the other castle here? I am, about 3 years to go. And it's about 200 gold for a hunt, right? So, I guess we're just going to unpause and then probably die immediately because our health is low and we're 59 years old. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Blunder results in claim. You got an unpressed claim on the Prince Bishopric of Schaumburg. Oh. Alright, that's interesting. You're his chancellor, and you got me a claim. Oh. You have no allies. I mean, I guess I could take that land. I don't really have any reason to take it or not take it, but, like, you just gave me a claim on your land and I'm not doing anything, so... I mean... Oh, I have Count Heinrich's claim as well on the other bit, but no, I'm going to press my claim here. I don't really see a reason not to. I mean, Yeah, and we'll call them Bohemia if they're not busy. Yeah, they're not busy, so... Yeah, let's go. I guess. It feels a little bit like the game just... It feels a little too easy. They're just like, hey, why don't you just have this title? It's like, okay, what's the catch? How many troops do they have in terms of men-at-arms? Oh, wow, they have a lot more men-at-arms than we do. Wow, they are significantly better equipped men-at-arms-wise. Okay. Well, good I called him my ally. We're going to retreat back this way then. Cool. Are you the commander I want? I think you are. I mean, we could also lead. And we would be better because we're leading... Oh, no, that's including leading own soldiers. Yeah, I think I'm happy with you leading for now. My ally joined the war. We're continuing to retreat. Yeah, okay, we're going to do this. Just do a little spin round so we can meet up with our allies' army. Ottoberg is currently being seized, so we will head down here. Yeah, you are coming to support the lifting of the siege in Ottoberg. Wonderful, that's exactly what I wanted you to do. I'm going to move a little closer here. Okay. They're going to attack me. I'm going to retreat. Yeah, there won't be a fight if we retreat because it'll take them 7 days and us 6 days to leave. So we're going to leave like this. They're heading in. We're going to move in here. Try and get them to stop moving. That's a river crossing. I don't want to take that. Okay. Groom to rule. Beta von Babenberg has got 3 extra stewardship. Good for Beta. Right. Wait a day. Wait a day. Okay. I don't know why they're moving like that. We're going to go to this holding now. Cool. I'd love to fight them if we could. Chase in. Oh. Ah, we're going to catch him. Wonderful. It worked eventually. Yeah. I'm open to just killing them. Wonderful. We have more troops, therefore we win. Fallen friend? What? Heinrich, the person I just made my acclaimed knight, died. I guess I shouldn't have made him a knight in hindsight. Oh, okay. Which now means that Mayor Aribo is now taking over. Oh, okay. And it lost rank, so it's now rank 0. Which means we get no bonuses. Fallen friend. News from the plains of Traunstein finally arrives at the hands of an exhausted messenger. I can't help but worry about the fate of my closest friend. There, amongst the dispatches, it reads, our brave Heinrich was killed leading an attack against the Salzburgian pikemen. He was slain by Mayor Berthold, Chancellor of Prince Archbishop Siegfried in a fierce encounter. He's the person who gave me the claim. That's shocking. I am going to make him my rival for this action that was entirely caused by him and not at all by me in any way. Alright. Saying goodbye. There is a deep and endless hole in my heart. Heinrich was a constant companion and confidant, and to have him ripped from my life feels like a mortal wound from which I will never recover. My hand clasps a note he gave me, the last note he will ever give me, I realize bitterly. I try to read it, but all I can do is move it away from my face, that the precious words contained within it are not washed away by my tears. Though there is a crowd of many mourners around me, I've never felt so alone. So I can never forget this day, which is going to make me stressed. High chance I get overwhelmingly stressed or melancholic, which is a moderate health penalty. Or I get ongoing heartache, which is stress and then more stress gain. You know what? Let's roll the dice. I lost stress. I experienced some level of catharsis. Well, that's nice. I guess. I need a new personal physician. Do I have anyone who's good? Yeah, let's sort by aptitude. Bishop Adolf of Bavaria is good. It was suggested, by the way, that I like look for one using a decision. So the decision to recruit for a court position. It's just, if I'm trying to save money, I don't really want to do that. So I'm going to put in this guy. But yes, I understand that I could do that. Anyway, he's now in here. Should I really be I should be paying him for one of these things. These are good. Yeah, I should really be paying him for monthly lifestyle experience. Yeah, I should have been doing that the whole time, probably. Although we haven't been rich for that long, so it's fine. Back to the battle, which we are winning. Well, at least in the context of this war. New intrigue lifestyle perk. Let's make murder schemes a little bit quicker. I mean, we're gonna die soon, so yep. Nephew Heinrich died. Kuno von Babenberg is his child. Okay. Let's go all the way down here to Mayor Berthold. I can challenge him to a fight if I had more prestige. I think I'm gonna murder him. Yeah, I think that seems like a reasonable thing to do. I have somebody who's gonna give me 33. Somebody's gonna give me 30. That's great. We're at 93%. My half-brother and Heinrich's father is all in. Perfect. I can try and invite the Holy Roman Emperor in. I don't need to. I'll just invite my son, who's already willing to do it. And then a person who's going to provide us an alibi is our friend, Mayor Heinrich. All right. 18 days per phase. It goes up by 4.5 per phase, and there are events on each phase. We get 6 months grace as well. Okay. Seems reasonable. I'm going to turn auto-invite agents on now, just so that it fills them up if somebody leaves, but that's fine. We have captured enemy combatants. My nephew was slain. I know. Mayor Vernhard. Probably going to get 30 gold for you. Yeah, we'll send you back. Wonderful. We got 50% war score, which, by the way, is the max that we could get. Yep. Because if you wipe out the entire of the enemy army, you get 50% war score. And because it's a claim war, 50% is the max you can get anyway. So, cool. Also, oh, I was going to look at the battle, but I already clicked it away. Oh, we didn't wipe them all out. Oh, never mind. I was going to say, I didn't think we wiped them out, but that's because we didn't. Okay, cool. I've been invited to Dessa Cosmos Hunt. Where's that? I mean, like, it's a little bit of a trek. I suppose it's not that bad, actually, when you think about it. It's just down here. Yeah, I guess I'll go. Why not? I mean, I want to, so I will. I don't want a forest guide here. Well, not necessarily. I definitely want a mountaineer. That'll make us going through the mountains easier. And then I think I probably want mercenary guards, right? Yeah, because I need to remove a couple of dangerous bits from all over. Have to take that danger. There's really no way around it. Well, unless I go this way, but I don't think I'll get there in time. Let's see, what if I go this way? And then to here. I'm still going through danger anyway, so it's not like it's saved me anything. I'm actually not worried about the lifestyle experience either, because our character's going to die soon, so that's fine. Let's go. Right. Got some people hired, and we're off. Into the Regency. Our wife is currently our regent, and she's going to try and get me some money. Wonderful. Bohemia are sieging here. 7 months left, so that's nice. Enemy ally joins the war. She's a mercenary. Yep, Swedish wolves. Cool. Now we chill. Bernhard von Babenberg is compassionate. That's nice. We already have 5 scheme advantages, so we can seize the moment if we need to, but we will need to wait for our percentage chance of success to actually go up to a high enough amount. I will lose land if Countess Mathilde of Passau dies, because her child has already landed and they have a different duke who is their, who's their liege. Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah, it's not really anything I can do about that. So what land will I lose? I'll lose this bit right here. Okay, fair enough. Again, there's not a lot I can really do about that. And I'll also lose land if you inherit the Duchy of Tyrol, which is that one, and you are the primary heir. Was your father murdered by any chance? Yeah, I thought he might have been murdered. So there is a chance that you take Regensburg away with you. So we can actually lose quite a lot of our land in like the next generation. That's a problem. Okay, anyway. We've arrived at camp. That's nice. Okay, there's some disease spreading. Is that... Ah, it's here. Well, that's a problem. It's typhus. And it's spreading right where we're doing our hunt. There's really no way to avoid that either, so... Well, hopefully we win the war before we die. That would be nice. Noble game. Sigifredo assembles the party as the sun rises over the camp near the slopes of Gubbio. The local gamekeepers have scoured the vicinity for recent tracks and fumes, and it seems a mighty heart is unquestionably in the area, very fit for a king. Okay. Ultimately, Podesta Kozma decided he wanted to hunt a heart today. It's dangerous and impressive. Alright. Cool. And... Oh, cornering the heart. We're going to go for the more perilous option. Fair enough. Hey, that's 100% war score, because you managed to capture the person who we're at war against. Although, that siege is worth 69% war score. So, oh, he's not my prisoner. I was going to say, so what we should do is ransom him off and get the money, but he's not our prisoner, so we can't ransom him. So I guess I'll just enforce demands. Yeah. Awesome. And now we have Schaumburg. That's nice. Yeah, that's just kind of like, that's just nice. That's good. That is going to be lost on succession, by the way. That one's going to Bruno von Babenberg, our 12-year-old son. Yeah. Oh well. It's fine. Right. Let's disband our armies. At least we have expanded. So even when we lose all the land via succession, we'll still keep some of it. You're going to increase control in Schaumburg. And, yeah, chill at this hunt. The kill. The exhausted, panicked animal has turned to bay, struggling to stand and snorting in panic. Podesta Kozma hefts a spear, cautiously moves towards the exhausted animal. As Podesta Kozma plunges his blade into it, the beast catches him with a kick. He is pulled away as it snorts its death throes. I get some prestige, and Podesta Kozma has been severely injured. Oh, that's not good. Also, how's this disease looking? Yeah, I think we're going to have to change our route back. Yeah, we're kind of looking at going around that way now. Right, so customize route. Because we're not going to try and die from typhus, so... Maybe I'll head along the coast to Pisa here, and then we'll head back in that way. Seems like that should be relatively safe. Right. 7 days till it ends. Wonderful. So, he gained the hunter trait, and some artifacts were generated, but neither of them were given to us, I think. Right? Yeah, I don't think we got that. Current holder is Podesta Kozma. Cool. But our hunter trait did go up, which is nice. It's now almost at level 1. Alright. Cool. Guardian Angel. While passing through the plains of Cortona, my son Arnold is about to trip over a hidden wire trap, but swiftly cautioned by my courtier, Udo. Arnold, you need to be more careful. Udo admonishes, concern evident in his voice. Arnold offers a sheepish, grateful smile in return. Thanks, I owe you one. Alright, well, we'll say good job, everybody. Yeah, the disease is spreading all the way over here, so we're definitely taking the right route. My niece Agnes has just married Bertoldo von Zaringen. So that's this guy over here in Verona. Do I already have you marked as somebody? Gerhard. I do, or Gebhard. I do. Oh, cool. Alright. Yeah, avoiding the Italian sweats on the way back. Bovine Bounty. The journey through Empoli unveils sprawling pastures dotted with cattle. As my retinue pauses at the edge of a verdant field, the herdsman approaches. Cheerfully strumming his lute, he grants a broad smile in greeting. "My lord, these beasts are the pride of our province. Will you join me to witness our labour, restock your supplies, or perhaps partake of our famous Empoli blue cheese?" Oh, I can get more cheese. I do quite like the idea of the extra supplies. Actually, is that the one I think it is? No, it isn't. I don't care about the extra supplies. The well-fed would be nice if I wanted to live longer, but I'm not that worried about it. Development growth is almost nothing. Give me some more cheese. We'll equip our second lot of cheese, which I guess is a small health boost, but yeah, we're still 60 and not feeling great. Alright. The Trodden Path. The procession is ground to a halt, a stone's throw away from Florentiola. I look over to see my courtier Udo, dismounted and intently staring at something on the ground. The other entourage members have started to gather around him. Udo looks up as I approach. "My lord, there is an ant path here. I may be a tad superstitious, but you should never cross an ant path." He pauses. "My great-grandfather did, and he never returned home." Fine, we'll take another path. Udo, who is also my friend, along with being my son's friend. He's good at making friends, Udo. Alright. You know what, Udo? You just made it to the list. The wrecked boat. As we travel by the Po, we notice a man loudly cursing his life and complaining about his traitorous crew. As we get closer, we see him standing by the remains of a small wrecked trading vessel. "My lord, can I ask you for a moment of your time? I'll happily pay for some food and assistance with preparing my boat," he asked with a pained smile on his face. I notice most of his goods seem to be well kept despite his misfortune. And say, "Of course, for a price," or "My apologies, we're in a hurry." I'll help him for a price. Okay. Danger, a quarrelsome lot. As we trek through Cremona, our caravan is stopped at a clearing bordered by tall grass. I proceed towards the commotion only to find Eckhard and Burchard having an irate row. Is this my son and my nephew? "I swear to you we are going the wrong way, and I'll not go a single step further until we resolve this," Eckhard shouts. "You stubborn old goat, can't you see this entire entourage is exhausted by you and your foolishness?" Wait a second. So Burchard said this to Eckhard, but Burchard is older and he called him an old goat? Weird. Anyway, I try and make them make amends. We haven't time for your petty squabbling, or there's only one way to solve this. I don't think I'm going to suggest a duel between my nephew and son. I'm going to try and make it so that they're friends with each other. It failed, and Eckhard left our entourage. Oh, wait a second. Does this mean he's permanently left in Cremona? It does. Yes, it's that bug. So basically, because he left our caravan here, right, there's nothing that's sending him back home. So until he goes on another travel event, he will always be in Cremona, which does have effects, and it can cause you some big issues. It's much more apparent when you play as somebody over here, one of the nomads, because when you move your nomadic holding, it doesn't move the your children along with you, so they're no longer in the same court as you, which, for obvious reasons, doesn't really work very well. Oh, we're at 93%. I should execute the scheme to kill my rival, Berthold. I'll leverage my advantages. Assassin. Mayor Berthold has been sent to death's fateful embrace, a thorn in my side no longer, thank God. Odilo's hiring executed our plan perfectly. In the dead of night, the man snuck through a gap, scouted in the roaming patrols, let himself into our quarry's chambers with a stolen key, and brought Berthold's wretched existence to a wet, gurgling end. I've covered my tracks well, and if anyone suspects me of being behind the attack, then they dare not say it aloud. I do love surprise visits, so I get some prestige for doing that, I lose some stress, and he's dead. Nice. Good bit of revenge. Then, My prisoner died in my dungeon. Fantastic. Hospitable hospices. As we travel through the mountains of Marin, a hospice covered in beautiful Bavarian art appears along the roadside. Travelers, you look weary. Our doors are open for rest and care, a physician offers with a gentle smile. Inside, the air is calm, filled with the soothing aroma of herbs. Here, try my famed decoction of lily. Will reinvigorate your senses. As we're reinvigorated for 10 years, my court could use a physician, or here's a donation. You know what? I never choose this option because there's a 1% chance of death, but right now we're already going to die, so I did it. Hey, that's now another small health boost. We're still poor health, so we're still going to die, but you know, it's fine. We're back with some more experience in horse. Oh, I'm a prisoner in my own body. We've gained infirm. I knew that getting older would mean doing everything slower, but I didn't think it would all come to a halt until my death. Lately I feel a constant malaise, and everything takes more effort than before. I'm worried that if I lie down I might not be able to get back up again. There is no doubt that my time is running out. I feel I can do naught but await death's sweet embrace. We're now infirm, so that's a severe health penalty. Yeah, that's a big problem. Also, our brother Kuno died of old age, which is not great because he's our older brother by 1 year. So like that kind of implies we're gonna die in like 1 year anyway. Who should be my spy master? The person who's terrible and hates me, the person who's terrible and hates me, the person who's really, really good at it but also hates me, or my son who loves me. Yeah, let's make it our son. Also, you're going to disrupt schemes now. Right, we are also too low on stewardship to hold all these holdings, but I'm not going to give them away because we're dead. I mean, like, our health is poor. We got a severe health penalty. We should be dead. Scheme at court. My spy master has come to me with grave news. While we do not know, or do not yet know who, somebody's plotting to kill him. They don't know who they're dealing with, my lord. That they think they can kill me. I will show them. Oh yes, I will. That's my son. Oh, okay. Not dead yet, huh? Well, you get to the end of the year. A dark night can truly make the shadows in my castle's hallways come alive. The perceived risk for unsanctioned visitors rise ever higher for each unguarded corner spotted. If I alone can see the many faults, imagine what more people with a similar perspective could do. To can hire a group of discreet agents on my perspective alone is enough. It's enough for now. Alright, I gave us to the start of a new year. And I think now I'm going to end the episode. Thank you very much for watching. Yeah, I guess we're going to die next episode and then play as Otto. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. So, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.